All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I have to give all the praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Ruka Kadash. Double honors and respect to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, who we learned this truth from. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the whole elect and one-third, and the Israelite foreigners, you speckled birds scattered across the four corners of the earth, that be scattered amongst the heathens that may look like the heathens, but your seed land slash sperm land go back unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who the covenants, blessings, and salvations is only meant for. Only the elect of you are going to be able to understand this gospel, this truth. All right, this brother Salah. All right, and we're gonna do another World War III update video, man. Third world, man. Destruction is very near, right? You see the title of the video right here from Dabu 7. Right, so we're gonna open up with the book of Matthew, chapter 24, starting at verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. And that's what you're seeing right now, man. You seeing all these plagues, man. Hit, but guess what, man? It's not the very end until that major prophecy, the MOTV, man. That Karagma, that MARK, the BEST, man, is implemented, man. Which is what that micro CM, that cutting, that piercing underneath the skin, man. That traffical device that links you to Esau's digital system, man. That's what this devil wants. This devil wants control of you, man, to monitor you underneath the skin. So you can get that pseudo blessing, right? So, so before we play this video by Dabu 7, we're gonna get the copyright disclaimer. All right, disclaimer, copyright disclaimer to Section 107, the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All right, so with that out of the way, we're gonna play the video. Put this in theater mode.
This is Dabu 7, and we have confirmation that the very first Oreshnik hypersonic missile from Russia has been used and launched on Kiev. You can see just how wild looking these missiles are when they come down. You can see how they almost resemble lightning strikes. Look at that. Look at that.
Hey man, and this is the power that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gave unto Esau, man. So imagine, like, if these were hypersonic missiles coming down from the sky, these straight up look like lightning bolts coming down from the heavens, man. And that takes and that takes me to another precept. And made fire come down from. All right, all right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13. Let's get this in the blue letter. All right, Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 11. It says here, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth. He had two horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. Right, this is the revival of Esau's power structure. Rome, man. That that fourth beast, right? He exercised all the power of the first beast before him, right? And that first beast is talking about the ancient Roman Empire, right? And and causeth the earth and them to which to dwell there and to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed, right? And that's talking about when Esau came back into power during the Renaissance, which is around the I believe the late between the late 1400s, the 1500s was when Esau started come back in rulership, man. That's why it's called the Renaissance, or the rebirth of Esau, the rebirth of Esau, his kingdom, man, the rebirth of Rome, which is here in Babylon, the Great America. All right, and here's the main point, verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth and the sight of men. And that's what you're seeing right now with these hypersonic missiles, man. with Russia, because remember, man, these Russians, they're also Edomites as well, and also the fact that Esau has the blessing of the sword from Isaac, man. What you're seeing right now is Esau's blessing being used in full effect. And these are the hypersonic missiles, man. Wait until the nukes drop to Babylon the Great, man. These people aren't even gonna have time to fucking think, man. This is how swift the Lord Yahweh Shim Shai's judgment is, man. And he's using this damn devil. Oh, but ultimately, his own blessing, man, the sword, which is gonna be that nuke, those arrows, man, is gonna turn on Esau, man, and destroy himself, man. And we getting really close to that time. So I'm gonna continue on with the video.
These things zipping in, destroying anything in an instant, and it's highly unlikely anyone is going to be able to stop them. So now the leadership in Kiev is telling everyone, get out now, leave. They struck one of these major underground storage facilities. Most of the city is without electric. They're telling a lot of the buildings and people that have buildings that have the power out in them that they should get out and leave, and they should drain the water from the building because of the freezing temps. This is something that we've expected for some time if a peace agreement was not brought to the table. I expect more strikes. Russia can really put it on them from here, and they're not just going to hit the city and not try to surround it or take it. If they take this city, their main city, I mean, this thing's like pretty much done. We're at a point here where Zelensky's getting backed into a corner, and they could do something very crazy, like tactical nuke toward Moscow or something. That's only going to get them nuked for real, like big time. But this is a big move. Putin unleashing his hypersonics. Again, the leadership in Kiev saying, get out now. And I don't know where this is going to go from here. One thing's guaranteed. It'll be an escalation, and it'll probably be a strike back on Moscow from Ukraine here. In what form? We're going to have to wait and see. Join me for the live shows going live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week, 9 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there.
Yeah, but the prophets, man, of Yahweh Bashim, man, Lord willing, that's us, man. We know where this is going, man, and this is ultimately gonna lead to the third woe, man. That nuclear destruction, man, and this is what it's building up to, but not before that MOTV gets pushed out. So we're gonna continue to bring out more precepts. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21. We're gonna read 2 verses. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall be there from heaven, man. And and that's what you're seeing. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon. The moon turning blood red, and what happened which I believe happened around the 1st of January, and around that time, and that's when they invaded Venezuela and took Maduro, man. So the left and the right hand, man, as the elders have said, man, they're starting to line up, man. You are seeing Yahweh Bashi Shai, making major moves, man. We are very, very close to the end. And the stars and upon the earth and disasters of nations. And upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity and the sea of waves roaring, right? So let's see what that. So let's get this in the in the blue letter. Let's see what that word perplexity means.
Strong's G 640. Aparia. Aparia.
Aparia. The state of one who is in perplexity, right? Let's Google what perplexity means, because that's define perplex. Oh shit.
perplexity,
the inability to deal with or understand something complicated or accountable, an entangled state, and that's what these people are. They entangled in what, man? They entangled in judgment from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and see, and I'm gonna go back to it.
Out now. You can see how they almost resemble strikes. And they come down.
You see that shit? You see how those hypersonic missiles are glowing as they come down? They straight up look like lightning bolts, man. As you hear Dabu Seven say, man, like people, and the fact that that this shit's blowing up the city, man. You best believe a lot of people are in perplexed, man. The fact that that the leaders in Kiev are telling the people to leave because they have nothing to defend themselves against, man. Like it's gonna be really fucking terrible, man. Man, the scriptures say, man, this is Jacob's trouble will be like a time like never before, man. As it says in the book of Jeremiah, right? So we're gonna jump to Second Ezra, chapter 9, and it says here, and he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and that's what you're seeing right now, man. Earthquakes, uproars, people fighting against each other, man. And we in the last days, we in the last seconds of the last days, man. We almost the fuck out of here. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High, I spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. And what's the end of? This is the end of Esau, Edom's kingdom, man. That wicked rulership. And what's next to come after it? The kingdom of heaven, man. The kingdom of Yashar Allah. You're under the authority of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, under the tabernacle of the house of King David, man. Ruled by the 144,000, the elect men. On with us all, Lord willing. Us men, that are truly sincerely preaching, this gospel in truth and sincerity, man. May we be part of that number. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai with us all, Lord willing. And because we almost the fuck out of this place, man. And that takes me to another precept, man. This is the book of Second Ezra. Let's get this one. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9, and it says here, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followeth, man." So what you're seeing is the downfall, the collapse of Esau, Edom's society, man, his kingdom, man. And that's what the prophets, man, have been wanting to see since the beginning, man. The destruction of Babylon the Great, and Lord willing, man. We be out here between the years 2026 and 2027 because we don't got no 5 years. We don't got no till 2030, man. Like this is it. There's no turning back of what's happening, man. These world powers, man. They're starting to see America make these power moves. Simply taking resources without any explanation. So these other nations, man, they're gonna follow suit, man. They're gonna start taking resources as well, and that's eventually gonna push out what trying to have complete control over the monetary system. Which how they gonna do that? Through the MOTB, man. But Russia and China, they're gonna have their own version of the MOTB as well. And what's that gonna spark? World War III, man. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil Esau, Edom, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time, man. He has a short time, he knoweth he has but a short time in rulership. We are at the end of Esau's world, man, and the beginning of Jacob's world is soon, man. That's why This damn, that's why I try to. That's why you're seeing that all the hatred on these Edomites, man. Because in their spirit, they know this is their end, man. So so with that, we're gonna end off this quick lesson right here. Hope this lesson's been edifying to you, Akim, and if you Akwath, to your brothers and sisters. And with that, I'd like to say, Call Allah Ilah, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rukah Kadash. Double honors and respect to our apostles and elders, great millstone, who rule well unto us as truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the Hoflet and 1/3, Brother Salah. And with that, I'd like to say Shalom. Till next time.